Osman Baskaya, a senior data scientist at software maker Twilio, contributed $500 to Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign. The 34-year-old immigrant from Turkey supports the Vermont senator's positions on universal health care and raising taxes on the wealthy.
Byron Dieter, a Twilio board member and investor at Bessemer Venture Partners, is a lifelong Republican and shares Baskaya's desire to get Donald Trump out of office, but not with Sanders. In Tuesday's Democratic California primary, Dieter is voting for Mike Bloomberg, who he says has the best chance at beating Trump while also pursuing a pro-business agenda.
The fissure within the walls of San Francisco-based Twilio mimics the broader divide in the tech industry. While almost universally anti-Trump, Silicon Valley is throwing its weight behind two candidates who couldn't be further apart on the ideological spectrum. One is a self-described democratic socialist touting the need for a political revolution, and the other is a businessman and ex-Republican who's worth close to $60 billion.
For those in the Bloomberg camp, Bernie anxiety hit a fever pitch after the Nevada caucus on February 22, which Sanders won to become the clear frontrunner and, some say, a clear and present danger to the future of the innovation economy. Sanders fanatics find it hard to imagine supporting Bloomberg, should he win the primary, and backers of the former New York mayor can be heard whispering about a contested Democratic convention in July if Sanders ends up with the most delegates.
It's inconceivable to me that we're seriously considering a Democratic nominee that's an admitted socialist and doesn't have a coherent strategy for leading America forward, said Dieter, who's spent 15 years at Bessemer and was one of the first investors in Twilio. He doesn't stand a chance in the general election and we're missing a golden opportunity to elect a moderate who can actually get things done.
In a Facebook post on February 18, Dieter wrote that Bloomberg is the first Democratic presidential candidate he's been hugely enthusiastic about, adding that he's on the committee for Mike, which is aimed at raising enthusiasm, not money. For the candidate, Bloomberg is self-funding his campaign and has thus far spent close to $500 million.